mynews.studio.
Picture this for a moment. On Fridays, the office lights are off, and after hours, your inbox stays quiet. Could work-life balance finally be within reach?
So today's June 7th, 2025. Let's dig in. Labor laws around the world are shifting in ways we haven't seen in decades. Did you catch the latest numbers from the UK?
I did. The results from their 4-day workweek trials really stand out. Most companies that tried it stuck with it, and revenue, on average, up by 35%. That's more than a slight improvement. It's a complete shift.
And employee attrition dropped by 57%, if I remember right. That's a major indicator. If most businesses are sticking with the 4-day week, do you think 5 days could become the outlier?
That's a good point. There's also a 71% drop in burnout. So it's not just about money or output. People actually feel better at work. Here's the thing. 92% of those companies didn't return to the old schedule.
But what about sectors that can't just cut a day, like hospitals or airlines?
Right, that's where adaptation happens. Some organizations are trying staggered schedules, others are overlapping shifts. It's not a single solution, but the numbers show businesses are getting creative. There was some pushback, sure, but on average, UK company revenue shifted only about 1.4%, mainly in a good way.
So this isn't just a feel-good trend, there's actual business logic at play. Now about Australia's right to disconnect law, how does that fit into the picture?
From August 26th, workers in Australia have the legal right to ignore work messages outside their hours. Companies need to update contracts and train managers. It's a clear signal. Personal time matters. Do you see this catching on elsewhere?
Chances are good. When one country makes a move like this, others usually watch closely, especially with results like these. And then there's Sweden, which now allows parental leave to be used by grandparents. That's a new angle, supporting care across generations.
It really is a shift in how we view work, family, and society. These policies aren't just tweaks, they're changing what's considered normal. Could this approach find its way to the US or parts of Asia?
There's definitely momentum. The World Economic Forum's latest report even points to these changes as a way to tackle workplace inequalities, especially related to gender and pay. If these laws stick, could they actually help close some of those long-standing gaps?
That's the bigger picture. Change the rules for everyone and you raise the baseline. With burnout and mental health issues rising, it's not just about the economy. There's a public health factor too.
So, where does that leave us? Are we looking at the start of a global work revolution, or just a few isolated changes?
If the past tells us anything, major change often starts with just a handful of bold steps. The real question is, who's going to take the next one?
That wraps it up. We've touched on the UK's 4-day week, Australia's right to disconnect, Sweden's expanded leave, and how all these shifts are rippling out.
Thanks for joining us as we explored how these new labor reforms are changing the way we live and work.
And thank you for listening. This episode was powered by mynews.studio. Give it a try for free.